welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash and ought to be a sensational game. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
A down year for Shane Beamer and the Gamecocks, but they have Lenoris Sellers back, and they made some noise in the transfer portal. Fans are expecting a resurgent Gamecock squad stepping onto the field at Williams-Brice Stadium this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Carter. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Sherrill. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And Reese, obviously you were talking about this guy earlier, and listen, you don't have to overthink this thing on offense, right? Just get our best playmaker the football as often as we can. And there they do a really good job of pushing it down the field. They find the matchup they wanted, David, and right out of the gate, it's an explosive play on offense.
Well, and we were so interested in talking about the matchup of this football game. Could they cover this guy, or do they have to?
Finding some room. Quick with the spin move. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Looking for space, it's Alexander. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Grabs it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And the Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Commodores!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gamecocks offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Lenoris Sellers. They have a lot of confidence that he can get them in the right way and make the right calls. Looking for room, it's Fuller. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's got it again. There's some room. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the catch.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
That's two very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number one, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Sellers. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. The screen, and watch out. Breaks into the open. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. With the catch, it's Harbor. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pulls and fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this stretch. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
Quick completion on the out route. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside, it's Fuller. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
And the defense getting in the backfield quick, fast, and in a hurry. There was nowhere to run with that football. Nice penetration by this defensive line.
Yeah, and a nice job, too, of not getting out of their lanes, right? When you're on offense, you're running a draw. You're trying to...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
On the move, it's Alexander. He's there to make the stop. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Back to pass, it's Carter. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Fuller. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Sellers. Pulls it in. It's Harbor. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Makes the grab. Oh, he got loose. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, what a cut! Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Play fake, Sellers. Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running inside, it's Alexander. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
To the air, it's Carter. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
Punt is in the air. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Gain of about 4 sets up a second and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Sellers to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. They'll give it on the counter. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Now facing a third and long. Sellers from the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run inside. It's Fuller. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick, but the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Hauls it in. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Got it. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on third and goal. Sellers from the gun on third down. Fires to the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Scanning the field, it's Carter. Right down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. The give on the counter. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback keep. Got a little grip. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Pulls it again on the option. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Vanderbilt takes his third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Wants to throw. It's Carter. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Flips it out to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.